friends, welcome to German class. Let's start with the relative arts. Before I'll start, I would like to inform you about certain important points. Like when we talk about relative arts, we actually talk about the definite articles. Because in relative arts, we use definite article of the noun. Okay, it can be die, it can be der, das, den or dem. This is very important to know that relative arts sentence has definite article. It can be die, der, das, den, dem, etc. Depend upon the case. Like there are cases: nominative case, accusative case and dative case. So on the basis of cases, we write the suitable article. Second thing, I would like to tell you that there are always two or more sentences. I will explain later on. Okay, I am just telling you important points. There are always two or more sentences that we connect with the help of relative arts. Next thing is that the verb place is always last. Verb place is last in the relative sentence. Another important thing is that in relative sentence we talk about extra information of the noun. Means relative sentence give us extra information about the noun. We'll see one by one all these things with the help of an example. Okay, so let's start with few examples. Like das ist Martin wohnt in Berlin. These are two sentences. Das ist Martin, wohnt in Berlin. So first of all we see that there is extra information about Martin and that Martin lives in Berlin. So the article of Martin is der because the gender is masculine, So when we make a relative sentence out of this, so it will be written like that. First sentence remains the same. Das ist Martin. I am highlighting this thing. Das ist Martin. Then comma. Der in Berlin wohnt. And here verb place is last. So this is the way we make the sentence. Das ist Martin. Der in Berlin wohnt. Who lives in Berlin? Relative sentence means, like in English we say who, which, that. Okay. So when we make a relative sentence, actually it means in English who, which, and that. So here let's say one more example. Der Mann ist Lehrer. See, this is double comma sentences. So when we make a simple sentence, just look at the underlined part. Der Mann ist Lehrer. This is the information. The man is teacher. And the extra information, who in Delhi lives. Who lives in Delhi. This is the extra information about the man. Okay. The man who lives in Delhi is teacher. So we here the article of man is there, and then we see the case. This is nominative case. As we know, there in Delhi won't. We talk about only the man. A man lives in Delhi. This sentence is proper nominative. So therefore, there will not change in this case. There remains the same there, and then we will not write man. We will just write the article of the noun which is there, and then verb place is last, and continue the sentence. Ist Lehrer. Der Mann, der in Delhi wohnt, ist Lehrer. The man who lives in Delhi is teacher. Let's say one more example. Der Student den ist täglich sehr ist mein Nachbar. The student whom I see every day is my neighbor. So here the student and the article of the student is there, and the before comma we see the article. So the article is there, and then after comma is täglich there. This sentence, okay, this is important. Between the comma, sentence between the comma. So the verb is sehen. So sehen is accusative. So there change into accusative case den. The student whom I see every day is my neighbor. So we have to see the part which is written after comma in order to check the case, if it's accusative, nominative or dative. You can rewind the video in order to have a good understanding of the concept. So earlier there was nominative case. Now this is accusative case because the verb is sehen. We have to check out, again I am repeating, before comma the noun to check the gender or the article, and then after comma just to check the case. If it's nominative, it remains same, there remains there. If it's accusative, there changes into den, like in this sentence, and then same sentence will be written. Let's see one more example. Now, der Mann dash ist geholfen habe ist arm. So first of all we check the noun before comma. This is the noun and the article of man is there. Okay, now we got the article there. Now we see the case after comma. We see the sentence between the comma, between these two commas. Okay, is still habe. So what is the verb geholfen, which is dative. So we know the article there, and we know in dative case it becomes den. So answer is dem. So just follow the step one by one. First check the article of the noun which is before comma just, and then see the verb in the next part of the sentence which is helfen here, geholfen perfect form, and then convert, okay, like there change into dem. So the man whom I have helped is poor. Let's see some more examples. Es gibt einige Leute, Komma, denen wir gedankt haben. So you are concerned only about the sentence which is after comma. Okay, so first we find out the article which is before comma. This is the noun before comma, loiter. The article is D. Okay, now we see the case. Which case is it? Now we read further and we see the verb which is Duncan here, perfect gedankt. So Duncan is dative. So in relative pronoun D plural, if it's D plural, changes into denen. Remember, D changes into denen in the plural case. So es gibt einige Leute, denen. So it is denen. Remember, denen. D-E-N-E-N. So there are few people, some people whom we have thanked. So because of the verb danken, it is dative. We have written denen because Leute is plural. In plural relative, D changes into denen. That is very, very important. And the verb is as usual last place. You can see haben, the verb which is conjugated, is written at the last place. Let's see few more examples. Kennst du die Frau So kennst du die Frau? First of all, first thing, we find out the article of Frau, which is D, is already written here, and we also know. And then we see the case. After comma, we read further, aus Polen kommt. Like the Frau kommt aus Polen. Simple. If we see the simple sentence, it is like this: Die Frau kommt aus Poland. The lady comes from Poland. So this is simple nominative case. It means D remains D. So this is the answer. Do you know the lady who come from Poland? So who, again, it's a hint that shows that the sentence is relative. So we have fulfilled all the conditions. So this is the way you will first identify the case and then you will continue. Let's see few more examples. Watch the video till end and you will have a very good understanding of the relative Zats. We are doing all the cases: nominative, accusative and dative. Now see some examples with the help of prepositions. Der Bus So der Bus auf blank ich warte fährt bis Köln. The bus I am waiting for travel or drives till Köln. So here first of all we check the article again before comma. This is the noun. We check the article of this bus is there. And now we know that auf is a Wechsel preposition. So but with warten it is fixed. Warten plus auf is always accusative. So der change into den. So you should have a prior very good knowledge of articles as well as the verb with fixed prepositions. It will make your task easier. As you see here, warten plus auf. So auf with warten always accusative case. Therefore, we have written just den. So the bus of which I am waiting travels till Köln. Der Bus auf den ich warte fährt bis Köln. So this is with the help of prepositions. So you see here after first comma we have written the preposition this and then we have written the changed article which is relative pronoun. Let's see one more example. Das Dorf means village. Das Dorf, then two blank, ist Lebe, ist sehr grün. The village in which I live is very green. So first of all, we see in which. So but in German we say auf einem Dorf. So the preposition is not in. You can use in, but normally we use auf. So first we put the preposition auf. Okay, das Dorf auf ich lebe. So it is dative case. Where do you live? When we talk about where, the question start with wo. Remember, always the case is dative. So if we make a question of this statement, the question will start with the wo. Wo wohnen Sie? You will say ich wohne auf dem Dorf. Okay, so das Dorf auf dem, because das changes into dem. In dative case, das changes into dem. And this is dative case because you have to frame a question out of this statement. There are so many ways of recognizing a sentence, identifying a sentence or a case: nominative, accusative, dative. So the best method is to make a statement and then frame a question. I have already explained this thing in one of my videos. You can check out dative, accusative. So you will get to know how to check out the cases in German. So das Dorf, auf dem ich lebe, ist sehr grün. The village in which I live. We don't write in, we write auf dem, because we live. Okay, with Dorf we say auf. With city we use in. Next sentence. Now see, Tina blank, meine Freundin ist studiert Jura. Tina, who is my friend, is studying Jura. Jura means law. So basically Tina is studying law, and the extra information is who is my friend. So here we see again, first of all we check out the nouns Tina, and the article of Tina, it is die. And now we see the case further. Meine Freundin ist. This is the verb and this is nominative, sein. So die in nominative case remains die. So Tina, die meine Freundin ist studiert Jura. We always denote relative pronoun with the help of definite article. I have already said in the beginning. So I hope this is very much clear to you, and I hope you have a very good understanding of these cases. Now I would end the video here, and I hope you liked the video. So keep watching and keep learning. See you next time with a new video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Cheers.